Meijin Kawaguchi throws down with the war-obsessed Renato brothers in my review of Gundam Build Fighters, episode 18. In this week's episode, our main heroes, Sei and Reiji, get to take a little bit of a break as they watch their eternal rival go up against the very mysterious Renato brothers, those two twins that were introduced in the beginning of this tournament arc. And they've been building them up for something big, and this episode does not disappoint. Their battle with Yuki is really intense, very calculating, and dominates most of the episode, so I really liked this one. But there was some other stuff at the beginning of the episode that you might like. Stuff that really doesn't do much for me, but still made me chuckle a little bit. There's this whole scene with Sei and China and Reiji, and then Ayla joins them, and she gets really freaked out because she doesn't want Reiji or Sei to figure out what her name is, so she calls herself Aina. And Sei immediately takes notice of this because it's the name of the main heroine from the 8th MS team, one of the best Gundam anime ever seen, so I definitely got a good laugh from that. But there's also this other subplot where Mao is trying to go on this date with that Masaki girl, and he tries to kiss her, but he ends up just getting his shit smacked. But let's get into the gooey center of this awesome episode, which was the great battle between Yuki and the Renato brothers. Now, the Renato brothers are actually using the Gym Sniper K9, which is like this upgraded personal version of a gym sniper, and their abilities are actually very mysterious at first. They're obviously working together in tandem, but in the beginning of the episode, they sort of hint at their abilities a little bit when you see that they take down the Thai champion Luong very easily. But when they get to their actual battle, that's when you get to see how their abilities work, and they're fighting in this like massive ruined city with rain, so it gives it a really great atmosphere. But I'm guessing the main reason that it's called the Gym Sniper K9 is because it actually has this backpack which can detach and turn into this like mechanical dog with a big sniper rifle on its back. Just think Crying Wolf from Metal Gear Solid 4. The backpack ends up acting as like this self-propelled artillery weapon, and it's able to run across the battlefield. In this way, they're able to attack Kawaguchi and his Camp for Amazing from a lot of different angles. And this actually really trips him up at first because they end up knocking off all of his important weapon cases and start putting holes in him left and right, and then he ends up looking like he's going to be defeated. But there's no way he's going to go out like that. There's this scene which is actually a really great homage to the original Mobile Suit Gundam, where he tries to hide in this massive stadium, which is exactly what the White Base tried to do in that original series. And in another weird sort of great callback, the Renato brothers have this other weapon, which is an even smaller backpack, which comes off the dog, which has these like small toy Zeon soldiers which can lay bombs, and they lay them all over the stadium, which causes Yuki to try to escape, but then he ends up fighting back a little bit. But then this is when the Renato brothers reveal they have another secret weapon, which a lot of people think is the Trans-Am system from Gundam 00, but it's actually the Exam system, and that's when he starts to move real fast with his two swords, and he starts like slashing them up. And this is a really crazy part of the episode, because this is when you think that Yuki might actually lose in this battle, but watch the intro of the show. It's pretty damn obvious. The final battle of the series is almost certainly going to be Yuki versus Sei and Reiji. They've been building it up the entire series, so that's, I'm guessing, what's going to happen. But Yuki ends up pulling a victory right out of his ass. I don't know if it was luck or if it was skill, but he manages to make his way to one of his lost weapon cases, and he pulls out this massive chain gun and just ends up destroying everybody, like with just freaking Predator destroying the jungle shots. It's crazy, but it's really exciting. But it also shows that Yuki is friggin' human, alright? He's not like completely undefeatable. And, you know, honestly, from what I've seen from the Renato brothers, I think Sei and Reiji could definitely take Yuki at this point. Honestly, I think that Ayla's going to be the one who's going to be one of the biggest challenges. But the way they've been building up the whole Yuki, Sei, and Reiji thing, I still feel that that's going to be the final battle of the series. Next week's episode, though, looks like it's going to be really awesome because Sei and Reiji are finally going to go up against the American samurai boy, Nils Nielsen, and I cannot wait to see the Sengoku Astray in action. And, you know, the preview is hinting that it's going to be unlike any Gunpla battle you've ever seen, so I can't wait to see that. But awesome episode right here. Like I said, my only complaint was that the first half of the episode was a little slow, and that stuff doesn't really do too much for me. But for the most part, this was just a big, badass mobile suit battle, which took place in a war-torn city, which to a Gundam fan is just anime porn. Just really great stuff. All the action scenes were very good. I loved the strategy with the Renato brothers. The animation and the music cues were very good. You knew that Yuki was going to win as soon as his theme started playing, But otherwise, really great episode of the series. If you are following it, and I do recommend that you follow it because this is actually one of the most entertaining Gundam anime of all time. Check it out, guys. It's awesome. I'm going to give this one a 9 out of 10. Check it out. It kicks ass. If you guys had a chance to check out this week's episode of Gundam Build Fighters, I would love to hear what you thought about it, and you could tell me with your comments below. You could tell me about your favorite moments, maybe some stuff you didn't care for, and what do you think is going to happen with the big battle against the samurai boy, Niels Nielsen. Remember, before you leave, hit that like button, give this video a thumbs up. It's really easy, and it really helps our videos out a lot. I'm not even kidding. And you could check out some of the other video reviews that we're working on, like the One Piece or even the Space Dandy review. They're hanging out right up top. So, I'll see you next time, guys. Super Kami Guru 9000. Out.